Okay, guys, looking at some OCR June 2022, paper 1 foundation tier or paper 3 foundation tier. Looking at some expanding double brackets, factorizing difference of two squares, and looking at some intercepts of a quadratic graph. Okay, question number 19a. Multiply out and simplify this double bracket. So I'm going to use followers here. So x times x is going to be x squared. Then I'm going to do x times positive 5. That is going to be positive 5x. Then I'm going to do minus 4 times x, which would be minus 4x. And then minus 4 times positive 5 is going to be minus 20. Collecting like terms, okay, I'm going to have x squared plus 1x, or just plus x, because 5x take away 4x is just positive x. Okay, subtract 20, and that's my quadratic expression. Part B, factorize this quadratic here. So this one here is a special case. It's called the difference of two squares. So you got a square here and you got a square number here. So I can write it as x plus 5 times x minus 5. Okay, because 5 squared equals 25. Okay, one bracket is going to be positive, one bracket will be negative, so it cancels out the middle term, so there are no x's. Okay, and I get left with just x squared minus 25 when I expand this double bracket. Okay, okay, question 23. This is a sketch of the graph y is equal to x squared minus 10x plus 16. Write down the y-intercept, so that's when x equals 0, so y is going to equal to 16. Okay, write down the x-coordinate of the turning point. Okay, so that will be between 2 and 8. So if I complete the square on this, so I'm going to have y is equal to x subtract 5 all squared, subtract the square of this number, so minus 25 plus 16. Okay, y is equal to x minus 5, okay, all squared, subtract 9. Now, the x coordinate of the turning point, so it is making this bracket equal to 0, so that's when x is equal to 5. Okay, so the x coordinate of the turning point is when x is equal to 5. Okay, it's the lowest value of y. Okay, and it's exactly in between actually 2 and 8, so the answer is going to be 5. Okay, another way is just to add the two coordinates. Okay, 2 plus 8 divided by 2, and I get 10 halves, which is equal to 2. Now, this is going to sound obviously a bit bizarre. Technically, completing the square is actually higher tier only, and I have actually used it here actually to actually answer a question. Okay, so if you're doing foundation, guys, you shouldn't need to know how to complete the square here, but if it is needed obviously for OCR, then obviously do actually revise it, guys, here. But just to be clear, guys, that completing the square is higher tier content only. I don't know why it is actually finished here on the end of a foundation paper. Okay, but the other method is to add your two x coordinates or your two x intercepts, okay, and then half it, okay, because it's bang in the middle, okay, to get 5, okay. But this is also another way, guys. This is what I call completing the square, guys. But don't panic, okay, for foundation tier. So you should not be expected. But maybe it is worth learning this technique, okay, in case they ask you about a minimum y value or a minimum x value, yeah, of a quadratic graph, okay, in case it asks you. Okay, so it's called completing the square, guys, okay, but it should not appear on a foundation tier paper, okay, so you should not need to know how to do it. Okay, that is one possible way. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, thanks for watching, take care, all the best.